Some places feel beautiful, but the Amalfi Coast feels impossible. Stacked houses, turquoise water, cliff roads, hidden beach, sunset. This may be the most breathtaking coastline on Earth. Slow-motion yacht, tunnel roads, beach clubs, lemon paths, crashing waves. Lights twinkle as dusk deepens over Positano. Positano is not a town you arrive in. It is a town you descend into, a dream you slowly fall into. It's a vertical world. There are no grand boulevards, only stairways and secrets. A tight alley opens to endless blue. They pause, awed. From the pebbled shore, Positano rises like a pyramid. To walk through Positano is to be immersed in a symphony of the senses. Tiles, a Prosecco clink, pebbles sifting, a fearless dive. It is the luxury of time, of slowing down to match the languid pace of the waves. Leaving the vertical embrace of Positano, you are no longer descending into a dream, but driving along its very spine. Vintage convertible. A bend reveals a sweeping coastal vista. It's a ballet of motion on the edge of the abyss, a testament to the Italian love of life, beauty, and a little bit of danger. The coastline is a jagged and intricate masterpiece, full of hidden surprises. Green terraces blaze against vibrant Mediterranean blue. It feels as though the entire coastline is alive and breathing around you. The grand spectacle of the Amalfi Coast is what first captures your heart, the breathtaking panorama of cliffs and sea that has launched 1,000 dreams. But it is the hidden magic, the whispered secrets held in its quiet corners, that will ultimately steal your soul. To truly know this place is to look beyond the initial dazzling impression and seek the deeper currents that flow just beneath the surface. It's an invitation to peel back the layers of the perfect postcard, to discover a world that doesn't just exist for the visitor, but has thrived for centuries on its own terms. You find this magic along the Sentiero dei Limoni, the path of the lemons. Here, in this quiet world of green and gold, you discover the true treasure of the coast, the Sfusato Amalfitano. This is not just a fruit, it is an heirloom, a testament to the resilience of a people who learned to cultivate paradise on the edge of the world. Larger, sweeter, and more fragrant than any lemon you know, its thick, porous skin is a vessel of pure sunshine. For generations, farmers have tended these terraced groves, their hands calloused but their movements gentle, passing down knowledge that is as old as the stones beneath their feet. This is the luxury of authenticity, a way of life unchanged for centuries, a rhythm dictated by the seasons, not the clock. And from this gift of the earth comes its most famous elixir, limoncello. But the real thing is not the saccharine concoction found on shelves far from here. True limoncello is a ritual. It begins with the careful peeling of the zest, releasing an explosion of essential oils that perfume the air. The golden peels are steeped in pure alcohol, a patient infusion that slowly draws out the soul of the lemon. Finally, it is blended with a simple syrup, a delicate balance of sweet and tart. To sip a well-made, ice-cold limoncello after a meal is not just a digestive, it is an act of communion, a taste of the very essence of the coast, a moment of pure, liquid joy. But the lemons are only one part of the secret language. The true map of the Amalfi Coast is not drawn with roads, but with stairways. The Scalinatelle. These are the arteries of the coast, a vertical labyrinth of stone that connects sea to sky, neighbor to neighbor, past to present. To explore them is to get deliberately, wonderfully lost. Each turn reveals a new vignette, a hidden courtyard overflowing with bougainvillea, a glimpse into a private garden, a nonna calling down to a friend from her balcony. These stairs were built for legs, not engines, and they enforce a slower, more human pace. They demand that you pause, that you breathe, that you notice the small, perfect details that make up the fabric of daily life. Follow these stairways, and they will lead you to the coast's other great treasure, the tiny family-run trattoria. Tucked away from the main squares, these are the places where the heart of Amalfi cuisine beats strongest. There are no elaborate menus here, no chasing of trends. There is only what is fresh, what is local, what is good. The owner might also be the chef, and his wife, the one who takes your order. The menu is whatever the fishing boats brought in that morning, whatever is ripe in the garden. This is where the real life of the coast unfolds, away from the curated perfection of the beachfront. It's in the simple perfection of spaghetti with clams, the taste of the sea itself on a plate, shared in a space that feels less like a restaurant and more like a family kitchen. This is the ultimate reward for the curious traveler: solitude. In a place so famously beloved, finding a moment of perfect peace feels like uncovering a conspiracy of beauty. It might be a hidden cove you stumble upon at the end of a long flight of stairs, your own private kingdom for an afternoon. It might be the quiet reverence of an ancient church or the profound silence of an olive grove at dusk. This is the hidden magic, the realization that the most luxurious thing the Amalfi Coast has to offer is not its glamour, but its authenticity, and the chance to find a quiet moment to simply be. There is a moment on the Amalfi Coast when the world seems to pause, to hold its breath in anticipation. This is not just a time of day, it is a transformation, a sacred ritual known as the Oradoro, the golden hour. It begins subtly, a gentle shift in the angle of the sun. The harsh light of midday softens, melting into a liquid gold that pours over the cliffs and washes across the Tyrrhenian Sea. The air itself seems to thicken, becoming heavy with the scent of sun-baked stone, salt, and the first hints of night-blooming jasmine. Every surface, from the ancient terracotta tiles to the vibrant bougainvillea, is saturated in this warm, ethereal glow. It's a painter's light, a poet's hour, where the boundary between the real and the imagined begins to dissolve. The frantic energy of the day recedes. The chorus of scooters and daytime chatter fades, replaced by a more intimate soundtrack. You hear the gentle lapping of waves against the shore, the distant chime of a church bell marking the hour, the murmur of conversations drifting from hidden terraces. It's a time for reflection, for slowing down. Time to find a perch, order a glass of crisp, local wine, and simply watch as the spectacle unfolds. This is the moment the coast exhales, shedding the skin of the day to reveal the soul of the evening. And in this golden stillness, private worlds are illuminated. On a secluded terrace, a couple stands silhouetted against the descending sun. They don't need words. Their shared gaze, the gentle clinking of their glasses, speaks of a connection deepened by the magic surrounding them. They are the protagonists in their own story, and the Amalfi Coast is their breathtaking set. Out on the water, the world is pure cinema. A sleek yacht cuts a silent path through the shimmering sea, its passengers gathered on the deck, their faces turned towards the west. They are spectators at the grandest of theaters, watching the sky perform its nightly masterpiece. The sun finally kisses the horizon, and the heavens erupt in a blaze of fiery oranges, deep purples, and soft, impossible pinks. For these few fleeting minutes, the water becomes a mirror, reflecting the celestial fire, and it feels as if you are sailing not on the sea, but through the heart of a sunset. As the last vestiges of color fade from the sky, a new light is born. One by one, then in a cascade, the lights of Positano begin to flicker on. The village transforms from a sun-drenched daydream into a glittering jewel, a constellation of man-made stars tumbling down the cliffside to meet the sea. Each light represents a life, a story, a meal being prepared, a secret being shared. The hillside, once a mosaic of pastel homes, is now a tapestry of warm, inviting light against the deep indigo of the night. This is when the fantasy becomes truly immersive. You find yourself at a table for two, perched on a ledge that seems to defy gravity, a single candle dancing between you. Below, the coastline glitters, a string of diamonds draped along the dark velvet of the shore. The air is now cool and fragrant with lemon groves and the rich aromas of garlic and fresh basil from a nearby kitchen. You are not just having dinner, you are inhabiting a scene from a beautiful film, one you've always dreamed of. Every detail, from the taste of the fresh pasta to the sound of the distant sea, is perfect. It's a curated reality, so flawless it feels scripted. Or perhaps you find yourself alone on a quiet balcony with a half-empty glass of wine and the entire glittering panorama laid out before you. In the solitude, the beauty is almost overwhelming. It's a moment of profound connection, not with another person, but with the place itself. The sheer, impossible romance of it all seeps into your soul. You have been so thoroughly immersed in this beautiful dream, so completely captivated by its spell, that the idea of waking up, the thought of the lights going out and the credits rolling, feels like a heartbreak. To truly know this coast, you must eventually leave Positano's embrace. The road beckons, a ribbon of asphalt clinging to the cliffs, promising new discoveries around every impossible bend. You drive past Praiano, a quiet village basking in the sun, its homes like loyal spectators watching the sea's eternal performance. You catch a glimpse of the Furore Fjord, a dramatic slash in the rock where a secret beach hides beneath a towering bridge, a place seemingly born of myth. Then, you arrive in Amalfi itself, not a village, but a town, a former maritime republic that once commanded the seas. You can feel the weight of its history in the Grand Duomo, its Byzantine mosaics and ancient bronze doors telling tales of power and faith. The air here is different, a bustling mix of commerce, history, and the ever-present scent of lemon and salt. It's a place that reminds you this coast isn't just a postcard. It's a living, breathing entity with a deep and powerful past. Just when you think the coastline has revealed all its secrets, you begin the ascent to Ravello. The air cools. The world grows quiet. You are climbing away from the sea, towards the sky. This is the coast's cultural soul, a haven for artists, writers, and dreamers for centuries. You walk through the gardens of Via Simbrone and Villa Ruffalo, where towering pines frame impossible views and the scent of wisteria hangs heavy in the air. It was here that Wagner found inspiration for his opera Parsifal, a testament to the profound creative energy that permeates this place. You are walking through poetry, through music, through history itself. And then you find it, the Terrace of Infinity. It is a view so immense, so divine, it feels like you are standing on the edge of the world. The sea and sky merge into a single shimmering expanse of blue, a canvas of pure light and air. It is a final, stunning revelation. A moment of absolute stillness where the scale of nature renders you speechless, humble, and utterly transformed. Some destinations impress you. You take pictures, you make memories, and you move on. They are entries in a travelogue, beautiful but contained within the pages of the past. You remember the sights, the sounds, the flavors, but the feeling, the core of the experience, can sometimes fade with time, like a photograph left in the sun. But places like this, they stay with you forever. They don't just enter your memory, they become part of your very being. The Amalfi Coast weaves itself into your soul. It's in the echo of the church bells, the warmth of the sun on ancient stone, the taste of a sun-ripened tomato. It becomes a benchmark for beauty, a longing that surfaces on quiet afternoons, a secret whisper that calls you back. This coastline doesn't just feel beautiful, it feels unreal. It feels like a dream you were lucky enough to wander into, a place where the veil between the ordinary and the magical is impossibly thin. It's a feeling of profound connection, a sense of having found a piece of the world that feels like home, even if you've only just arrived. It's the quiet tear of gratitude, the smile that comes from a place of pure wonder.
You leave a piece of your heart here, scattered among the lemon groves and clinging to the cliffs. But in return, you take a piece of its soul with you, a shimmering, sun-drenched memory that will illuminate your world long after you've gone. This is not a goodbye. With a place like this, it is only ever. Until next time.